Hello everyone, let's start with the third chapter of your book, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. This is a beautiful poem written by William Wordsworth. So let's start with it. This poem presents the poet's love for nature. This poem not only talks about his attachment to the nature, but also how a look at the daffodils makes him fly like a cloud. Okay, let's start with the stanza 1. See, under the stanza, I've already given you some words with their meanings, so it should not be difficult for you. See, stanza 1 says here, I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Now, it's a beautiful poem written by this poet. He's saying here that he was roaming around like a lonely cloud over the valleys and hills when at once he saw a group of golden daffodils. Now I've put a picture here for to make it easier that these golden daffodils are flowers. They're yellow and golden in color. The very beautiful daffodils. So while he was roaming around like a lonely cloud, he saw a group of golden daffodils. They were beside the lake and beneath the trees. Now these flowers, they were fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Means they were moving. There was movement and it was all because of the breeze. Stanza number 2. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Again, the word meanings are given after that, you can see. Now, in the second stanza, the poet says that the daffodils are blooming in such numbers that they seem to be in never-ending line, or they seem as if they are continuous like the stars in the Milky Way. Along the bay line, the poet in a glance can see more than 10,000 daffodils, which were dancing with the blowing breeze. Stanza 3. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Now in this stanza, the poet notices the gentle breeze blowing over the dancing daffodils and creating patterns of waves. Which is better than the beauty of glowing waves of the sea water? The sight of the waves of dancing daffodils makes the poet so joyous that he states that there is nothing in this world which can make the poet as happy as the beauty of the dancing daffodils. As the poet carries on gazing at the daffodils and thinks about the wealth he gains at the sight of the daffodils. Stanza 4. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. In this stanza, poet is trying to say that whenever he is in a sad or pensive mood, he lies on his couch, closes his eyes, and he can imagine the golden daffodils dancing in front of him. And then his heart fills with pleasure at the sight of the daffodils. William Wordsworth is a poet who found immense pleasure as and when he is close to nature. Nature provided him with solace, a joy to his soul. Therefore, in his poems, he not only celebrates nature, but also talks about his cordial relationship with nature.